guys, welcome back to our third video of the night. So let's see here. Like I said, we're gonna come back to this guy here. So let's go over and see what we are missing here. So we have, I'm gonna close this out for now. So we have our utilities, which is our forecast. We have all this information in place. We have our application. Bingo, we're doing good there. So that's crossed off. We got our templates. Well, we have some of them done. We're just working on ones that we need to do for now. Perfect. Our JavaScript, let's create that right now. It's just an app.js file. And we're just gonna type console.log. And we're gonna say client.js file is loaded. Perfect. So now we close that. All right, image, yes, I forgot to get the image. I need to have an image of the weather. So I have a copy of it and I'm gonna get you guys a copy, which is gonna be right here. I'm gonna paste it in here maybe. All right, so let's do this because this is acting weird. Paste it. Okay, why is it not pasting? Oops. All right, so it's not pasting. All right, so let's do this. Let me, all right, let's do this. Give me a second here. I have way too many windows open up. I'm gonna copy it. Copy it, let me find my directory. There we go. Paste, source, public image, paste it. And I'll get you guys this, that's all it is that. I'll get you guys a copy of that. And it should be there, perfect, it's there. So, I'll post that after this video. I'll throw it out there for you guys. Let's see here. We got that done. We're almost making good progress. Now when you guys do the about page, I want you guys to put a image of yourself in there as well, or a selfie or whatever you have going. Something, pick your favorite pick, whatever. I don't care. Something else. All right, so we're gonna create our style page. So let's do a new file, styles.css, and let's start. So body. You guys could change this to whatever you want. We'll do color. Oops, not that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Font family. I like to use Arial. You guys can use something else. Max width. I'll say, I don't know, 650. Our margin is 0. We'll make it auto. Padding. We'll say 0 at 16px. Display, flex direction, column, min height, we'll say 100 VH, perfect. So now we'll do our main content that we chose earlier, content. And we'll do flex, row, we'll do 1. All right, so now we need to add our footer, which will be for handlebars. Color is 8. 6. Our border top will be 1px. And our solid is all E's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our margin top is 16px. Yep. Our padding, this, oops, wrong one, just padding. I'll do 16px and I'll do 0. Cool. Header will be pretty much the same actually. So our header will say header, and we will say, let's see, margin top, 16 px. What else we need here? Margin bottom, 48 px. Perfect. Our heading 1, let's say we'll go with font size 64. Our margin bottom, we'll keep it 16 for now. If you want to change it, I would say change it, but we'll keep it going there. Our header A part, the color will be all 8s. Our margin right, 16 if you didn't guess it yet. Our text decoration will just put nothing. Alright, so we're making some progress here. I'm actually typing pretty quick, so hopefully you guys can follow along. We'll do portrait. That's the view that we're using. Width, and we'll make it a 250. Perfect. Alright, so just to review, we have our portrait, header A, heading 1, our header, footer, main content, our body. Body, main content, footer, header, heading 1. Alright, perfect. So close out of here. Save it. All right, so we have our styles, we have our image. So that's good. Oops. We have our JavaScript under public, so we're good under public. We have our modules. We got our source and utilities, which double check here. We got that. That's good. We have our app.js. We got our templates in place. Wow. I think we have everything that we need. This is awesome. This is good. So now we could actually go back to here and start coding our routes. Our page even loads up at this point. So let me do this, clear it. You see where I'm at. I'm right here on web server, cd into web server. All right, where am I at? Oh, right here. So I need to cd into source, and we should have our app.js. Let me clear this real quick. pwd. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to right now. Now we could do two things. We could do node and then app.js. That's one way. The other thing is, I recommend us doing the NodeMan. Now I haven't installed NodeMan on here, but we've talked about installing NodeMan before. And NodeMan allows us to have the service up and running and then make changes on the fly, and it'll update it without us having to stop the service and restart it, okay? So I would think if you reference back to previous versions when we used NodeMan, it might be a little bit easier, I think, to do that. Doesn't mean that we have to use it. It just means that it could be easier. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and install NodeMan. It might be a little bit different for everyone once you install it for the first time. But for me, I had to install it this way. So I'll do sudo npm install -g. I had to force it, node1. Right, so let's see, where am I at? Okay, so if I do npx node1 app.js, hypothetically it's a start. We'll see. Alright, so it crashed on me. So that's always good. So let's see if we have anything. Alright, so it's not up and running. So let's see. Control Z. Try it again. Alright, let's do this right here. Let's just see if it starts like this. All right, so I'm not sure what's going on here. So let's just do this node app.js. All right, so it has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with the code. All right, so what's going on here? Web server, source utilities, geocode 21. All right, source utilities. So let's, it's geocode. It doesn't like something. Doesn't like this for some reason. So why is it not like that? So let's see what is going on. I don't know. That's weird. It says the forecast is not defined. Oh, hold on. Let me think about this. Forecast is not defined. What is going on? I realized what I did wrong here. I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is it blowing up on me? So it blew up on the geocode. This is module.exports equals forecast. Well, we don't have forecast programmed. So that's me programming too quick. So I need to do geocode here. Save it. Let me go over to forecast. I do have forecast. So you know when I copy and paste it over now, I think about it, that's what the problem was. All right, so maybe that's why it didn't work. So let's go back to this guy here and see if it works this way. All right, now it worked. So as you see here, server is up and running on Point Park University. I had things when I copy and paste, I wasn't thinking right. Go figure. All right, so now we'll go to localhost 3000. Ooh, that's not what I was hoping. All right, so let's do weather. I cannot get to the weather. Oh, you know why? Because we didn't set a route yet. We don't have any routes in place, actually. That's why. So let me figure this out real quick. Since part of your homework assignment was to do routes, that might mess me up by not having something there. Bear with me. Let me check something out here. Let's see, we might have to add some code here real quick. Where are we at? Because we just have express static, get your requirements. I don't have anything else up. So, and you know what? I don't have geocode up either yet. So that's part of it. Well, it wouldn't have anything because we don't have a default. But we should have a default page. It should go to our index page while I'm thinking about it. Because you know what? I have it right here where when it comes here, it's supposed to render to the index page. Whether Kevin Benson. So why is it not registering? Oh, you know why? I thought we had that there. So we have under the views, we have indexed. Do we have this wrong? It should go here automatically. App.js, heading, main content. Did I do something wrong? Thinking is it's saying, and I didn't think about this till now, and I thought we installed the module. It's saying cannot find the module. And I swore that we installed that. HBS module. So as you see, it's blowing up here. So I'm gonna do Control Z here. And let's do, I thought we did it, so let's do it again. npm install HBS. Thought we installed it, but maybe we didn't. So let's update it. All right, so let's do this. All right, so it's crashing on us. So let's do this real quick. All right, so it's crashing on us again somewhere. All right, what's it? Oh, so if you ever get this EADDRIN user, I may have multiple ports opened up. So this is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna exit. I'm gonna exit again. I'm gonna close my terminal out. I'm gonna reopen terminal. It's right here. Clear it. I go into, where do we have it? Documents? No, we had it in CD and weather app. Cool. CD into web server, and we are under source. All right, so let's just do this node app.js, see if it works. All right, so it's working on that one. So let's do 3000. Oh, why is it not working? Cannot find module through HBS. So something doesn't like something. So Google it. Did we do this here? Oh. Wonder if we had to do a body parser. I don't think we did. So, I had to make the video so long, but we need to identify what's going on here. Let's go here. It was under. Well, it's under our app.js here. We have HBS here. So I'm not sure why it would. We have path, express equals express. HBS equals require HBS. Did I do something wrong? So I finally got up and running. It took a long time. I'm telling you, a very long time. I just kept around deleting stuff and modifying stuff, but basically you guys should be good. I'll add what I did in the next video. But right now, if I go out here, I have it running. It's pulling up the Kevin Benson, whatever. So let's get started with our first thing. So we have the weather app. You know what? The thing that we didn't have installed was the npm I request 2.88. So that was needed. So we'll need to do a weather route. I'll put that code over here in a second. Alright, so we'll have to do a weather route. But what we're going to do here is we're going to play around with the product page first. We're going to create a different one for products and then use that as our first one. So obviously we'll be using a weather route. We'll be using a query string, and a query string, if you've ever seen a query string, is just being able to look for something. So for example, if I went to Google right now, I typed in sports clips. You notice at the top up here it says search save equals active. It says I'm doing this save active search. But what we're trying to look for here is there should be, this might be a bad idea. Let's go to ESPN. Actually, they're tied a while. I'm over here. How's my Cavs doing? They lost 85-94. Go figure. That was a quick game. All right. Let's say NFL scores. This ain't what I need. I need to find players. All right, that's bad. So anyways, normally you'll have like something like this, equals something. And that would be like a query string, but I don't see that here. So that's a bad example. Anyways, we will create something that does something. So our first thing is we're going to use our products page. So we're going to create a products route. So for our example here, we'll create a product root. Okay. And within this root, we'll just add some code. So we'll just do something basic for now. So let's do this. Where we at? We'll do app.get /products and comma req for request response, and here we'll do this and this. Perfect. So for now we're just going to keep it pretty straightforward. So what we're doing is we're making a request and we want to receive a response. So for now we're just going to do a response res.send, and we're just going to do, let's say, products, and we'll do this, and we'll leave it like this and here. So what we're doing here is we're planning on receiving no products from it, no value, because there's no data there to receive. Okay. Go to products. All right, so what we get here is just products. It just looks like this, only because excuse me, only because we don't have any products. We just have this code right here. Actually, I need to do that. It has to be like this and that. So we're just doing an open close array. I'll save this, see if it makes a difference. No, so it just gives that information. So right now when we run this, all we're gonna get here in this case is just products, which is right here, nothing. Second attempt is we could give it something, we could do a search string on it. So if we're gonna do a search string, we do something like this, and then we could do search equals, I did games earlier, we could say TV shows, hit enter. It just does the same thing. Gives us that same output because that's what we're looking for. We could say, hey, give us TV shows with a rating of, say, 8, and hit enter. Well, actually, rating equals 8. And hit enter, same thing happens. So we're not getting any information. So we're not getting any data back from it, which is, and as you see here, we're not seeing anything either. So how does this work? So if we go to app.js, we can see where we have the request. So like right here, we have the request, and we're taking the request, and the query is sent here. So it's sending us what the request is. So the request has a query on it. So for example, if I wanted to, let's just put something down here. If I wanted to do, like, say, request dot query, I could do a query here and query any information. So it has that information in there, allows me to write a query. So what we're going to do here is we're going to stop. Actually, we don't have to stop the service. It should be fine. And then run it. So we're going to make a change to it, and then we're going to stop it and start it back up and see what happens. change this around so that we could provide a conditional statement, which if it doesn't get selected, then it has to go somewhere. I think I have something missing here. Okay, now, so let's do this. So let's say if the request is not equal to the query dot search, then what we could do here is we could say, oops, tab in here a little bit. Let's say return the response dot send, and in the response we'll take this out, tab in a little bit, and we'll say error. Nope. But you must provide a search query. All right, keep that like that. Then we're actually, you know what we could have did is, I don't think we had it going here, is we could have console.log request.query.search, and we can say response.send. And actually this is what we should have had in the first place. We had products. And all right, so we'll respond what we're getting here. Let's save this. Let's make sure we don't crash, because we'll probably crash. All right, so yeah, we're gonna crash. All right, so we're having this problem with this today. So let's do this. I don't know what the heck is going on. Why is this not working? 1 second. I didn't hit save yet. Maybe if I hit save, that might work. I'm not sure. Let me go get the terminal again. Alright. I didn't reset it yet. I didn't, so let me go back out here. Alright, so hitting save really does help. Alright, so we put that you must have a search query, which we do. And so now let's do search for games, which it gives that information. This is what I'm trying to show you, which I can't show you. Alright, so any search I get right here, if I do games, I could do movies if I spell right. I can do World Series. So as you see here, what's happening now is we're getting the response. As you see right down here, showing the response. That's only because we put in our code where it said print out the response of the query that we're looking for. Okay, so we could do 2019, hit enter, and it has World Series 2019. So now we have this information. So this is good. We're getting somewhere with it. We're able to do some type of search, and this is basically the product search itself. And that's kind of where we're going to go with the weather app. The weather app is going to kind of walk us through on how to get the address to work and so forth. So we use the same thing in the weather aspect of it. So the weather app right here, we'll do this. So we'll do app.get weather, and then we'll do request, comma, response, right here. I have the expression. And we'll do the same thing. We'll say if not equal to the request, that query.address will return response.send, and we'll say error, you must provide an address. So we're letting them know that, hey, if you don't do this, it won't work. We do that right there. Let me think about this. Hold on, we got one there, one there. All right, so now we need to come down here. So now we need to type in geocode request dot query address, oops, comma. We need to throw in the error message. Oh geez, why does that happen every time? Error. And then we need to throw in a latitude, longitude, location. Perfect. And I guess I messed up there. So we want to do this. Perfect. And we'll say if there's an error message, return as response, send, and it'll be error. Can't. Oh, why does it want to do that every time? Perfect. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to call our forecast, and we're going to send in latitude, longitude, error. You'd think I learned my lesson by now, but I don't. Forecast data, expression for a lambda, and we'll say if there's an error message, we want to return a response, send error message, and there we go. Now we want to come down here, type in res.send, and we'll do forecast, and we'll say forecast data right there. We'll do location. Let's see here. All right, so then we'll do this, that, and that, and I think that's it for now. So then what we'll do here is we'll save this. And let me see if it works. So we'll go out here and type in weather. So let's just do nothing. So we know the error message worked. Where is it if, where's that? Here must provide an address. That's good. So we'll put address pits. I don't know if we have it coded in here or not. No, we don't have to hard code this one because we're going to be using Pittsburgh. So let's do this. All right, so right now it says address in Pittsburgh is partly cloudy throughout the day. It is currently $50.97 degrees. Apparently I can't spell, so we need to fix that as well. I think that was in our something or another. I spelled it right. All right, 1 second here. Thought that was in our handlebars somewhere. Where did I see that at? Oh, it was in our utilities feature, I think. It was under forecast, utility source. Where am I at? Oh, jeez. Degrees. Alright. Thought I had it spelled right, but apparently I didn't, so let's try it again. Alright, got it right. Maybe I had it right the first time, I don't know. It's a long video, so now what I wanted to do is I wanted to go back to that code. Where is it at? location. So what I wanted to do is add another feature that we could use. So we could do this. We could come down here and do comma, and we could put address. And then we could do request.query.address. Okay, and then hit save. And make sure it runs. And where is it at? Right there. So let's do this right here. Oh, I already had address in there. So now what it does is it just prints out what address you have here. So we could choose any city. It's going off of that website that we use. So I'm curious. Let's do Phoenix. It's probably very hot there. 82. That's not too bad. I wonder if you could do a city in Ireland or London. Let's do London. I don't know if that'll work. London greater. Yeah, picked it up. 54 degrees. All right. Let's do Australia. So Sydney, but there's different ones. So maybe Melbourne, and it might think United States, I bet. No, 88 degrees, pretty hot. So this data that we're getting back here, it's coming back here. So what's nice is you could pick this data up. You could run this stuff automatically, and then you could push it into a database or something like that. So you guys have a lot of work to do. So I want you guys to create your own views. But ultimately, I want you to, in your homework, I want you to complete this, and there'll be a twist to your homework assignment, how to expand on this a little bit more. It'll be up to you guys to figure it out. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. I apologize, it's a long video, ran into some issues, but that's what happens when you're programming and having so much fun. All right, guys, talk soon.